For weeks now, Mama June's daughter Pumpkin has been teasing this car that she had in the works. And she's like, guys, just stay tuned. It's going to be so badass. And next thing you know, she showed off her new car. And in the car, it has a cool design. I'll give her that. But on the side, it says OF. And it has her QR code, which you can take a picture of. And it's going to take you to her spicy page. And it literally has her OF handle on there. Pumpkin said, a lot of y'all just see a wrap on a car. I see something completely different. This car represents the life my babies get to live. It's the reason I can say yes when they want something special, the reason they never have to go without, and the reason that we're building a future that's bigger than just right now. This isn't temporary lifestyle for me. This is a long term. It's for our family and most importantly for our babies. So yeah, I've got OF on my car, but I also see the sacrifices, the hard work, and the doors it continues to open for our future. Huge shout out to South Atlanta Customs. They're the ones that did the wrap. As soon as I saw that, my mind immediately went to, how's it going to be when she's picking her kids up from school, or she's out and about and one of her kids gets sick and that's the car she's driving around in and she has to hurry up and get to the school and she has to pull up in the school and that. I think it's going to be an issue and everybody's going to be staring at her. She's going to be the talk of the small town she's in driving around that car, but I think Pumpkin loves the attention. Then someone else said, imagine it being in line in front of you at the drop-off at school and you see kids get out. And that's what my mind immediately went to. I'm like, okay, I hope she's not going to have her kids in that car at all. And someone ended up pointing out in the comments, they said, look, she can't even fit her kids in there. And someone said, well, people can have more than one car and they're allowed to have a personal fun car. If you're broke, just say that, sweetie. And then Pumpkin said, right again? Someone else said, imagine selling yourself and only affording the base model. And she said, it's called living within my means. I don't need a $100,000 car to promote myself. And do you guys think this is going to help Pumpkin get more subscriptions? Honestly, I think it's going to catch people's attention, but I don't think it's going to get her more subscribers. I'm sure here and there somebody might get curious and decide to scan the QR code, but I think they'll just like literally click it, see the page it goes to, and then when you have to pay to subscribe, I bet most people are going to click off right there. I don't think it's going to have a lot of subscribers like she thinks. I don't know. Maybe she might have huge success. I mean, I'm sure she's able to use this as a tax write-off, so that's smart. But I just hope she's being smart with her money. A lot of people have been trying to tell her in the comments, and she's been making a lot more money than she's used to as of recently, to be smart with it. Invest it, try to put some up in savings, maybe try to get some funds for the kids where you can try to lock some money away for them until they turn 18. It's the perfect time to do something like that. And I can't figure out exactly how much she's made from her spicy page, because at first she's like, I made $50,000. Then she said like a week later is $100,000. And then it was like a few weeks after that she claimed she made $500,000 off OF. And it's hard to tell what is actually real or what she's just trying to make as a headline, you know, because the bigger the number, the more headlines it's gonna make. But I think honestly it's probably around $100,000, because I subscribed for a review and I watched one of her live streams and she made $1,000 in one live stream, and like there's one post where she made like $2,000-$3,000. I don't know if that's $500,000, maybe she has made that much, but I know it's at least $100,000. But since she's made this money, she's been spending it just as fast as it's been coming in. Her and Darren just bought this RV, and it's a nice RV, and she's been buying all kinds of stuff to fill this RV, pots, pans, trash cans, the whole works. And then she just got this car, bought the car, then got it wrapped, and they got the RV. They went on a cruise as of recently. Hopefully she's putting her taxes aside too, with her being self-employed. That's like 24-25% she has to pay back in taxes. So she made $100,000, that's $25,000, or she made $500,000 like she was claiming. That's over $100,000 in taxes that she's gonna have to pay back at the end of the year if she decides to try to pay them. And then someone ended up commenting, under this post of her car, and they said, hey, my mom's been trying to get in touch with you for over 3 months now over some t-shirts she bought off you that she never received. And I'm like, man, right now when she's flexing all this money, that would be the perfect time to put like $5,000-$10,000 aside. I mean, it could be more than that. I know it was in the thousands. And make right with all the orders that were done wrong. You know, pay everybody back for the orders they didn't get or items that they had missing. Because that's not the first time I've seen a comment like that since she's been flexing her money, where people are like, okay, well, what about the money that you owe me from my order? I also worry about her spending all this money. I'm not trying to be pocket watching, but she's spending this money fast, like it's going to be lasting forever. And I think right now she's just making a lot of money off of WEP because people are curious and the show was just airing and it's just new and fresh and people want to see what it's all about. But, you know, I reviewed it, and I mean, she does sell like content. She acts like she sells like girl on girl stuff and boy girl content, but a lot of it's just like, you know, photos she posts on Instagram where she's in lingerie. But I don't see people subscribing for months on end to something like that. I don't think people are going to be checking for her still like they are now, years down the road. And I think she's definitely going to continue to make money off of it, but I don't think it's going to be like in the hundreds of thousands like it was off the jump. I think it's going to eventually kind of slow down. And I mean, she'll still make more than most people and probably make thousands. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this whole OF on the car situation. Like I said, I like the design. I just don't like it how like that's going to be sitting at the house and your kids are going to see that and they're likely going to get curious and want to know what that's all about. And just the fact that her kids are so young and there's going to be a chance that they may have to ride around in that car at some point. I don't know. It just feels icky to me, the whole thing. And then what was the other thing? I feel like it makes her a target too. Like just the car alone, the fact that you're promoting a OF model on there, people are gonna know it's a woman sex worker and they're gonna be like, oh, okay, she might be alone and maybe she's gonna be an easy target to rob. Like I know if I'm a crackhead walking through a parking lot, I'm fiending looking for my next lick. If I see a car like that, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, let me check if that car is unlocked. That's going to be one of the first cars I go to. Or if you have people who are like crazy stalkers, which I've heard the family have several local people that they accuse of being stalkers and driving past their houses and always spreading their business. If you're worried about things like that, that's going to just kind of make you even more on the map because people can see your car and be like, oh, that's Pumpkin's car. Let me follow her. And they can easily find out where you live, where you're going. And I don't know. Or like if someone is at Walmart and they see your car in the parking lot, they could just be out there waiting in the parking lot because they know you're going to come out eventually because your car's out there. And I just want to feel safe like that. I think the whole attention aspect is exciting for Pumpkin, but I don't think she fully thought through everything that may come along with that. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Pumpkin's car. And also, I do have a comment from June on my Facebook. So I have been going back and forth this past week trying to figure out, did Jessica and Shyann both sleep with Josh, or was it just Shyann? Because Pumpkin said it was a threesome at first, and Pumpkin turned around and said that Josh just sucked on Jessica's titties, but she's convinced that they went all the way if they did that. And then Pumpkin said that they both did it together, that it was a threesome. Mama June herself slid into my comments and said no, they slept with him at the same time, not separately, that we know of. So yeah, she confirmed it, that they had a threesome indeed. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.